Hello, good evening, or whenever you are watching the replay. We are on day 6 and we are going to be talking about 3 power moves you need to make in your beauty biz to prepare for tax time. Okay. Hello. I am Brianna Barrow, the Beauty Biz CFO. And again, today we're going to talk about the 3 power moves you need to make in your beauty biz to prepare for tax time. Who is this for? Who is this live for? It is for all salon and spa owners who want to stress less during tax time, but you have no clue where to start. All right. So who am I? I'm an accountant. I'm a tax strategist. And I'm also the creator of the Beauty Biz CFO Cash Flow Bootcamp. And I help salon and spa owners to save time, stress less about taxes, and increase their profit in 30 days or less. I'm a little fact about me, I'm also a licensed cosmetologist for the past 12 years in 3 different states, turned accountant, and I decided to leave corporate America in order to help bridge the wealth gap for my colleagues in the beauty industry. Okay. So again, in this live, we're going to be talking about 3 power moves you need to make in your beauty biz to prepare for tax time. All right. For all salon and spa owners who want to stress less during taxes and you have no clue on where to start. All right. So before I get into these tips really quick, just understand that what I'm about to tell you is not going to be something easy, okay? And if anybody tells you that these steps are easy, it will be absolutely false, all right? But it's crunch time, all right? We are what? We're less than a month away. We're about a month away from the new year, right? So we already know come January, Uncle Sam about to be knocking on our door, all right? So let's try to go ahead and get organized so we can save some money. So tip 1. Get organized, okay? I want you to gather all of your income and expenses, okay? A lot of times when I'm preparing taxes for my tax clients in the beauty industry, you receive your money several ways, right? You're accepting cash, Cash App, Zelle, booking site, all right? Go ahead and just write a little list of all the ways that you accept money from your clients for your services or your products, okay? Especially that cash, account for that, okay? Also, I want you to gather all of your expenses, okay? All of the receipts that you can find. The easiest way to do this, to get organized, I would definitely recommend you to work smarter and not harder, right? Is to sign up for an accounting software such as QuickBooks, okay? So that's going to lead me to tip number 2. Perform bookkeeping on your business. I'm going to be honest with you. The whole spreadsheet method of tracking income and expenses is not effective, especially for the beauty industry. A lot of times I find that the number one issue when it comes to managing finances, why beauty industry owners don't do it, is because they say it takes too much time, right? Which means if you don't have the time, are you really going to be doing something that's such a manual process, such as updating a spreadsheet? Now, there are some go-getters out there who are like, I have to do this. And if you know you and you know that you can handle that, then by all means, go ahead and do that. But for those of us who don't have the time, are not going to be diligent and really think about it, I want you to go ahead, like I said before, and tip 1 is to sign up for the accounting software, okay? So once you sign up for a software like QuickBooks, you're going to go ahead and perform your bookkeeping. You're going to go ahead and link all of your accounts to your QuickBooks, right? And that will be an easier way for you to account for all of your income that has come in, as well as all of your expenses that have gone out, all right? Also, when it comes to the expenses that have gone out, some things may not show up in your business bank account, especially if you receive cash. So a lot of times you receive the cash and you may pay for things such as rent with the cash. You want to go ahead and notate that. Start a Excel spreadsheet or a Google Doc to talk about all of the things that you spent on your beauty business, okay? One of the good things about being a business owner is you have the liberty of dictating how much money you will pay to Uncle Sam, all right? What I mean by that is when it comes to what your actual taxable income is, the amount of money that you are taxed on, it is going to be the amount of money that you brought into your business minus what went out, right? So one of the number one way to reduce the amount of money that you owe at the end of the year is to account for all of your expenses. You have to account for every single cent that you have spent on your business, okay? And to be honest, a lot of people don't, and they end up overpaying in taxes. All right, so go ahead and streamline this by linking everything to QuickBooks and categorize all of your expenses in categories such as advertisement, legal fees, rent, job supplies, payroll, okay? So not only do you need to know all of the expenses that went out of your account, but you also need to know how you spent your money, okay? So that's why I said in the categories, legal fees, advertising, payroll, etc., okay? So by doing this, this is actually going to help make sure that whoever is preparing your taxes is entering legit numbers, okay? So that you are aware. Let this be the year that you don't just get your tax return done and kind of just bank on the preparer making sure that everything is correct, okay? I want you to, before signing your return, because when you sign your tax return, you actually say that these numbers are accurate. I want you to feel and know that they're accurate, right? So what you're telling your preparer, they should be entering, okay? There shouldn't be any made up expenses to help you owe less money, right? That are just bogus, okay? So doing this, it will also help you get somewhat of a clear picture of where you are before even reaching out to someone to prepare your taxes, okay? And tip number 3, find a tax strategist, all right? As a business owner, you should be looking for value. You're no longer looking for someone that costs $150 just to enter the numbers that you give them, right? You are looking for value. You want someone that's knowledgeable, not only in your line of business, but also in the tax code, okay? You want someone that is able to save you money during tax time, right? So you're going to do your job by performing your bookkeeping, but there's also some other ways that you can save money within the tax code as a business owner, okay? So you're looking for someone that's just not going to file a return, right? You don't want to go to the person that they're like, oh, that person helps you get the biggest refunds. 9 times out of 10, it's a lot of fraud going on. It's going to cost you money in the long run because you're going to owe back money to Uncle Sam that you claimed on this false return, okay? So look for somebody who really adds value when preparing your return, okay? Interview them, ask them questions about what their process is and what their experience is. Also, you want to make sure that someone is asking you about your goals when preparing your return. I cannot tell you how many times I've had people come to me because they were unable to buy a house. All right. So for us, when we're preparing returns, our very first question is, what is your goal within the next 2 to 3 years? Okay. I want to know, is your goal to pay the least amount of money in taxes right now? Or do you plan on doing things such as buying a house? Okay. If you are buying a house, then you would know you cannot write off everything. Because if you do, it's going to look like that you didn't make any money throughout the year, okay? You didn't have a profit. So you want to make sure that you're being careful and not just looking for someone to just write off everything for you. Make sure they understand your goals so that it doesn't bite you in the butt later on when you're trying to give these tax documents to get approvals for things, okay? So just to recap these 3 tips, I know today was a little lengthy. Get organized. Go ahead and capture all of your expenses and all of your income, okay? Get together your receipts. Step 2, perform your bookkeeping. Go ahead and get a clear picture of what your taxable income is going to look like before seeking a tax strategist, okay? Do the work. Step 3 is find a tax strategist. Find somebody that is going to give value to you during this time and that cares about your goals, all right? So if you are ready to ditch the overwhelm, surrounding taxes, and take control of how much money that you owe to Uncle Sam, I actually have two options for you. The first option, if you're at the point in your business where you have the time and you want to actually learn how to do these things, right? We actually have an awesome group coaching program called the Beauty Biz CFO Cash Flow Bootcamp, where we actually walk you through what you should be doing prior to tax time and even throughout the year. So next year you can start off on the right foot and know what to do to handle your finances in as little as 15 to 30 minutes per week. We show you how to work smarter, not harder. And the program is launching December 13th. Doors close December 3rd. And we actually want to, within a 30-day period, help walk you through how to get your finances together for tax time and how to save money during tax time as well. Okay, so click the link in my bio to join the Beauty Biz CFO Cash Flow Bootcamp if that's what you're looking for. On the other hand, your other option is if you're saying to yourself, you know what, it's the end of the year, I'm really busy, holiday season is busy for me serving clients, but I know this is something that I need and I find value in it, and I care about seeing more money in my bank account and I don't want to give it all to Uncle Sam. Right? We actually have an end of the year tax prep and cash flow analysis, right? So what we do is we actually do the work for you. We do all the bookkeeping for you for the whole year of 2021. After we do that, we actually have a meeting with you over your cash flow. Okay, what does that look like? How is your business doing in 2021, right? Were you profitable? What does that look like? What were your variances between your different quarters? Okay. And then we'll actually prepare your tax return for you. And we'll actually have a meeting with you before submitting your tax return to the IRS. Okay. So if that is what you are interested in, we're only accepting 5 more clients for our end of year tax prep cleanup. Okay. So if that is something that you want, go ahead and click the link in my bio and schedule your Beauty Biz CFO Best Fit chat to take advantage of that. Okay, we want to learn more about your business and see if we're a good fit for each other before moving forward. Okay, so again, these are things that we covered today that are going to be hard. It's going to feel like you don't want to do it, especially because we're at crunch time. Okay, so make sure right now you're getting organized, you're performing bookkeeping, and you find a tax strategist that is going to give value to your beauty business during this time. All right. We are on day 6. Tomorrow is the last day of our Power Move series. And I hope that you have found all this information valuable. Go ahead and drop a replay in the chat, comment replay if you are catching this replay, and let me know if you have any questions. See you tomorrow.